Hey, Factor 3 team, David here, and just a little hello from midweek. And yeah, I'm excited, kind of in the preparation phase. Simone and I were talking this morning about some of the stuff we're doing for September. And yeah, just looking, always trying to bring new challenges and great changes, things just to improve the whole process for you. Because, it's having this fitness lifestyle is not easy, but it's much easier than dragging yourself into the doctor wondering why parts of your body are falling off, right? And it's a very interesting point in time in history where never before have we had to pay so much attention to what we eat, pay so much attention to our posture, how our body's functioning. It's really a challenging time, and my heart really goes out to the vast majority of people in the world because they have no idea what's going on, and their very life is being taken away from them a year at a time because of it's just such a bizarre environment we find ourselves living in. So. I understand the challenge very, very much, and I know it still takes effort and focus for me to get my shit together and move myself forward, and it's always got to be top of mind, because if this thing doesn't work, nothing in my life is going to work the way I want it to, and I think we all know that. So. Yeah, so I appreciate the challenge. And remember, this is not about being perfect. What we're offering is a platform for conversation, a platform for learning and understanding, but certainly not a platform to force perfection, because that's not a thing. And understand that we're all starting from different levels, and that's perfect. I grew up on a hobby farm. So I grew up eating organic food. I did manual labor probably to the age of 13 or so, 13, 14. So I was used to doing a lot of physical labor, and I ate exceptionally well. So that was my upbringing. So that really set the stage for a lot of genetic, genetic expressions as I went through my life, where I became a natural lifter. Why? Because that was my natural environment. Not everybody's born like that. And then, of course, as we go through, there's different levels of stress. We have life experiences. Women go through hormonal changes, pregnancy, perimenopause, what have you. We all go through stressors. We all have immune systems that work or don't work. We have huge stresses in our life that really throw us off. Life's coming at us 24/7. So the challenge that we face is that we have to become self-aware. Otherwise, we won't have the life that we want. And we'll have to think that just because the rest of the world's falling apart, that's our destiny. And it's not. So, it is a challenge, but it also is a choice. And I just want to make people more self-aware that they have a choice. So these challenges you go through, every time that we put a new challenge up, I think one in September, we just want to make it easier for you to succeed. And not everybody has to train at that high level. It took me a long time to get to that capacity, so don't think you had to step into it full tilt. And remember that it is a lifestyle. So again, it's an easy flow where I train, probably 5 days a week as a minimum, but it's no huge stress around it. And if I'm tired, I'm tired. I'm not going to go to the gym. I may do yoga for 2 days in a row and not even bother weight training. Why? Because my forearms hurt from training, right? I got some strain in my elbow joints. Not my elbow joints, but from my forearm muscles from all the pulling exercises. I'm training quite heavy. It feels good, but it takes wear and tear, so I have to pay attention. And my job is to make sure this thing lasts forever. So I'm 51 now. I want to be stronger and leaner and healthier when I'm 61. Right, a little more gray hair, a few more wrinkles perhaps, but other than that, I still have my strength. So I'm not going to destroy my body, and I'm going to go in this ebb and flow of life. So just make sure that you understand that's a part of it, right? And and as long as we never quit nourishing our body, as long as we never quit training our body, then we'll be fine. And it'll always be up and down, peaks and valleys, highs and lows, good and bad. But we just never stop. So again, huge appreciation for you being here on this journey with us. And know that it is what it is, right? And you feel like you're failing, you're not, right? You're just experiencing life. And the whole fitness and dietary thing, looking after the human body and really trying to figure this part out is probably the most challenging thing you'll ever have to do. But it is the most important thing you'll ever have to do. Henry David Thoreau had made two beautiful statements and some of his quotes. And the first one that's been repeated over and over again, it said, "The mass of mankind lives their lives in quiet desperation." Right? And I know that. I've worked with people for over 2 decades. I know how frustrated people are with their weight and with their health, and frustrated with themselves because they just can't seem to get past it. Right? Which is why we have the I Am Project, to help you get past it, get past your own psychology. I know most people are living these low-level lives, and it's so frustrating, and I want to help. That was my life for many, many years. So I want to help you get to that next level. But you got to show up, right? That's half the battle. Just show up. Don't be perfect. Just keep showing up. Eventually, the wall's going to come down. Now, Henry David Thoreau also did talk about having a life that's uncommon in this hour, and that's really my goal for my own life, and my goal for you is so you can have a life that's uncommon by modern standards. Modern standard life is no standard at all. It's a substandard. Modern existence is a substandard, not a standard. So we're trying to set a standard for our life, which is much more eloquent and healthy and beautiful above what the normal person is experiencing. We want vibrant health. We want really awareness, not absolute 100% control, but awareness of what our body's doing, and have the skill and the capacity to make changes on it. We want to be aware of what's happening internally, and knowing that if we don't take care of nutrition, our body won't take care of us. We will not have the life that we want. And we know that in psychology, if we don't get over the stuff we need to get over and get over it rather sooner than later, we won't have the joy that's possible in our day-to-day lives. Right? So we know all those things. And at the end of the day, we are to be the role models for people who just desperately need somebody to show them the way out. So, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's a huge responsibility, but it is a powerful one, and it's certainly a joy when you experience it. So I know a lot of you have been there in and out at different points and times in your training, but just keep going, guys. It's just, it's a challenging journey, but if we stick together, we'll lighten the load for all of us, because we'll disperse the load across, knowing that we're all in it to win it. We're all fellow travelers, and it just, yeah. So just hang in there. It's lots of really great stuff coming, and if you keep battling and you feel like you're stuck in the same place, that's actually not a bad thing, because the rest of the world's going backwards. So if you're stuck in stasis, that's actually not a bad thing. That means that there's a breakthrough coming for you, because the rest of the world is getting worse and worse and worse. And so staying in one spot requires a lot of effort. But again, the breakthrough's coming soon. All right? Take care, guys. Have a great Wednesday.